Hello viewers, good day. My name is Jibril Abdulaziz Mohammed. Today we are going to discuss about insecurity in Nigeria, which has been a hot topic around the globe. And it's a situation that has become everyone's business, and it's a talk of the town now. And I'm here today with me, our honorable guest, Major Galma retired. He's a renowned security expert, and for a long time he has been in the system. So we know we are going to ask him one or two things where he's going to iron out how the situation we're facing, especially in the northern state of Nigeria. Good day, sir.
Thank you very much indeed for inviting me to have a discussion with you this afternoon. Thank you very much.
Sir, first of all, I would like to ask you about reflecting on security condition in Nigeria. What's your take?
Now, if you say my own, that is my own reflection. Anyway, as a Nigerian and a person of my own stature, that is when I say stature, I mean my natural, that's my age, person of my age, and the person of of my profession, former profession before I retired. I think I'm going to look at them at those three things, at the angle of those three things I mentioned to you. Let me start as an elderly Nigerian who has seen how Nigeria metamorphosed till now, as far back as about 70 years ago till now, how we are led to this, how we reach this position. But I'm going to compress it because I'm not going to say so that the time is consumed. Okay, you see, we have found ourselves in this situation more or less as from, if we can count back as far back as 1999, when we have started this democratic system. And the system we are following, I can say, so much contribute to this very situation. When I say contribute, it negatively contributes to this, this very situation we have just found ourselves. Because this is a sort of system that encourages, obsolete, ness or something like that, whereby a single individual or groups can just be the end of what they say is final, and so on and so forth. And that one again, because of the length of time, 20 years now, kept on or keeps on reawakening the political, what do I call it, education or the generality of Nigerians, whereby you find individually we are all becoming, more selfish, like we used to do before. Because this selfishness is the key word. Selfishness is the main, what do I call it, pole that is causing all this thing, including the matter of insecurity. Why I say this is this. If you look at the matter of selfishness, right from time, this is a country of religious people. We believe in religion. If you take into consideration the number, how we attend mosques, how we attend churches, the number of prayer houses, and so on and so forth. Therefore, we believe in God. And then another thing again is, when I see people of my own ages, I mentioned it at the beginning, I'm one of those people who believe in destiny. What God has destined, nobody can. But it does not mean that we can just sit down and allow things, because God himself, he put this destiny, but he wants you to see how you are going to handle, the destiny, the destination yourself. So this is the situation in this country. I always think of destiny. Then another thing again, big word. I say the main pillar, that is selfishness. Wherever you go and come back, you will find that the main thing that is causing this, our problem, this matter of insecurity and any other thing in this country is this selfishness. Let me give you an example. Selfishness has given birth, you understand what I'm saying, to corruption. It has given birth to injustice. It has given birth to so many things. You understand me? When I talk about injustice, look at it. This injustice may come in many forms. Law and order has broken down. Why? Because justice is not dispensed in time. Sometimes delayed, and you know that this proverb that says justice delayed, injustice denied. You will find that some cases may not be tried until nobody will hear about them again, and then people are angry. People are being cheated. They have nowhere to report to. What do you expect this type of people to do? They become angry with the system. They are an easy target for whosoever wants to recruit this type of this.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
So, in focus on not particular, what's really the problem security-wise?
The north. It's just like any other part of the country. You understand what I'm saying? You see, when I say justice delayed, it's justice denied. You get me? Let us cast our mind back to the year 2009, when that guy in Maiduguri,
Yes.
was Yusuf.
Yes, man Yusuf.
was killed. You understand me? There are some pictures that went viral, and accusing fingers were pointed to the security apparatus, that is the Nigerian police and so on and so forth. Instead, at that time, the followers of this person were expecting that justice should be done since these people are identified.
Yes.
If justice had been done at that very material time, I don't think the Boko Haram something would have got it. Because, yes, and let me tell you how it is the main cause. But another thing that expanded the Boko Haram prevalence around that general area is how we went, or the government of the day that time, or the authorities of the day that time went about trying to stop it. You cannot just go into an area or send people into an area, and this group of people you send, they are neither from that general area. They don't know the the customs of those people around that place. They don't, they went there, they were angry that they have been sent to do that thing. They consider everybody around that area to be a member of that Boko Haram something. They went about doing this thing with forcefulness.
You mean the security outfit?
Yes, the military. Okay. When it went first, it went with full force because it felt that every man, every able-bodied person around that place may be a member of the Boko Haram. Going into the night, breaking into people's houses where some other people will go and pinpoint. We suspect that house at this thing. They will break into the house in front of somebody's family. He will be doubled, he will be rolled, he will be beaten, and will be this thing. And that one started to expand, to give what a sort of sympathy to the Boko Haram people. And another one again, we have forgotten, in that general area, is an area we are surrounded with fighting renegades, fighters. Okay. Let me give you an example, like the fighters in the Central African Republic. You understand me? Whereby if you remember the people, the United Nations French troops went there to dislodge. They dislodged them. They did not disarm them. They just pushed them into the bush with their weapons and so on and so forth. People think that from here to Central African Republic is a distant journey. It is not. It's only the gap between us Nigeria and the Central African Republic, maybe some part of Cameroon and some part of Chad. This is something, these people went into the bush with these weapons, with all sort of things. They are looking for places to go, nowhere to go. Some of them were selling their rifles, this AK-47, just to get money to eat, and so on and so forth. Now, here is a fertile ground where they cannot just come and do their things. And those countries, Chad and Cameroon, at that very material time, as far as they were concerned, if the rebellion or whatever it is not taking place in their country, is going to another country, these people, they can come, pass through, go and do the nonsense they want to do in Nigeria, then drive back again.
Most especially in North.
This is it. That's why I'm telling you about the North now. So now this thing keeps on expanding. The Boko Haram gets more power, out of hand. They started having sympathies from somewhere, people who are angry internally. In Nigeria, some people who are angry. They are not happy with the happenings. So my sympathy and so on and so forth. So they keep on helping them one way or the other. And then again, the troops fighting were not given a specific order. Are we there to flush the Boko Haram? Or are we there to flush them out of the general area? Or to do what? All these type of things. So like, we allow it to linger like this, they become much stronger. And then when it become much stronger, more power was pushed, it was put on them to be dislodged. They keep on dispersing. As you dislodge them, they disperse. And some of them fight, they are always looking for a place whereby they can go and listen. And unfortunately, to cut a long story short, up here in the northwest, there is another fertile ground for them. In this rustling, cow rustling, and so on, they have to survive. And then politicians again did not help matter with this keeping of thugs and so on and so forth. So all this type of thing, people, we cannot even account where the former Boko Haram people are, where they will go to when we dislodge them. Some of them run away. We don't know where they went. And we remember there was a time the military said they want to start one operation. That as you are going, maybe if they suspect that there's a certain movement or sort of people inside some people, they can stop you and search and ask for your identity. The whole Nigerians came, they said no, that is not, it should not be allowed, and so on and so forth. And this is what my own feeling is this is exactly what allowed these people to infiltrate, to come to all this general area we are now seeing, Kaduna, Niger State, and so on and so forth.
Like during the General Ibrahim Babangida regime, there was a security outfit known as National Guard, which was implemented accordingly, with an impeccable record. Don't you think, as the condition warrant, that the system should be reintroduced?
You see, the problem, I want people to understand, government, be it civilian government or military government, whenever it comes, it wants to have legitimacy. You understand me? It will look at the things people don't want. The generality of the people, what they don't want. Then they will now try to implement it. At that very material time, there was this general feeling, there was this general campaign, and General Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida made this National Guard to be his personal soldiers, should in case he did not want to hand over. You understand me? So there is this exactly. So there is this generality in the southwest and southeast. They are not happy with this National Guard something. So we are not surprised when General Abacha's government came. They want to legitimacy. They want to stay, to have time to rule. One of those things they did was to dislodge this, and it did not, it's not one of the best things ever to be done, because we trained at least a brigade of young men how to do all this military job. We just suddenly stopped them, dispersed them. We could not even give account of where they are.
Or maybe there's the same one that, like the SARS, the way they introduced SARS and now changed to SWAT. Don't you think it's the same formality?
No. These chaps were told to go. Okay. Because it's only the officers. You pick from the police, from the army, and so on and so forth. Those ones they were told to go back to their respective services.
So now, sir, advice to the as a citizen of this country, what advice we give
Good
to
the authorities.
so that authority and we as a borders keeper
Okay.
try to help ourselves in security, alerting any condition.
Thank you. You know, at the beginning I told you that we are a religious country.
Yes.
Okay? There is no military or tactical advice that some experts have not given with regard to all this thing that is happening in Nigeria. You understand me? Then, if we can just sit down and think, have we not forgotten something? When we're taking offices, we always go and swear with Bible and Quran. God, God, God. In our national anthem, with everything, God, 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 God. But when it comes to something like this, we don't even remember that God. We remember people who are holding positions, thinking that they can do things. But you need God to guide you. And that's why, honestly, I'm one of those people, who has just seen no solution can be proffered that can go through without going back to God. How do we go back? All those rules. We should not be breaking his rules like the way we used to break our own rules here. There's food thing, and everything. He has all his rules. They have when you break them, they have their own punishment. And I bet to tell you, I'm convinced what is happening to us now in this country. Let us go and check all our minds back. We are doing so many bad things that we have even forgotten about him, more or less. And that's why now I think he has decided that, look, let me show them. Otherwise, in a country like Nigeria, whereby bandits will just come and do this thing, nobody has a solution. No, we should go back to, we have the solution, we have the expertise. But if the expert cannot sit down and coordinate and do this thing, then it means they need God's help to get into their minds so that they can get coordinated and say, how do we go about it? Be good and
thank you very much.
Yes.
Jessica, it's quite unfortunate that we don't have much time. We have spoken a lot. Viewers, thank you very much for listening to us on this special program, Selika TV. Try it as much as possible to subscribe and like, share as the way you're supposed to be. I'm Radina, my name is Jubreen Abdulaziz Mohammed. Thanks for